Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Banner Saga. So in the previous episode, we started a new game. There were these sort of horned giant fellas who came to this port town, crushed a bunch of guys in a mead hall, and then in a different mead hall, and now we are going down to the docks to see who has just arrived. Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind you recall a much younger version tramping through the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Yes, there is Hakon. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yokes? And what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundur demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mogr? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognise a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogr. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. Lovely. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Okay, I think I got all that. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it's been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Vognir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Okay, so we have a choice here, it looks like. I'm not sure whether or not we can do both. It did say we can end it. I think we can advance the story by sleeping in the Great Hall. We can have a drink with Hakon or meet the young prince. I don't know if we can do both. It did say the story changes depending on what you choose. So, assuming that I can only do one of these, and I may be able to do both, I'm going to choose Hakon, because that prince sounds like an arse. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Vognir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You've already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Yes, we did. Huh, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yok's fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. So I guess these giant Varl fellas live longer than humans? If a human lives as long as a fart by comparison, then yeah, probably. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds knowing as he is for cutting a swathe through dredge at Vognir's side in the Second War and regularly since then. Dredge are the demonic things that it mentioned in the intro, I think. Vognir is the leader of the Varl, or the upcoming leader or something. I'm trying to keep up with this all. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. Lovely. Nice warm cup of mead, or several, and then some cool air to sober up. Sounds good to me. Let's see what this prince fella's about. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. He looks like an arrogant tool. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A Varl historian? Ha! Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the ages. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Luden takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Aberrang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men and Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Okay, so he's a skeptic. Fair enough. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. Governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Luden and his men appear, groggy and dishevelled. Mogr steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Well, if we can only depart, then why give me the choice? You follow Mogr and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarises Strand well as a whole, you think. Indeed. Okay, can we move on now, please? I am really enjoying this game, by the way. I don't want to appear like I'm having a dig at it. Oh, right, so my guys are moving automatically. Oh, okay, so a day is passing in a cycle. That's 1 day's ride from Strand. I'm coming up towards Vedrfell. Okay. We have quite an entourage with great morale. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogr, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. Drink a little, drink a lot, toast to Vognir. Well, I like to drink a lot, but Let's toast him to keep relations good. You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Luden's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Vognir. Let's chat with Vognir. Thanks for the speech, slurs Vognir. Okay, fine. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Morgar. I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you two. Gods, there's no joy in politics. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Luden? Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberang on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Huh. Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your mead instead of replying. Vognir slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge, but this... Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you'd done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it, or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Vognir. Vognir stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. Okay. A lot of exposition about the relationship between the men and the giants then. I guess that's going to be very important. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Hangovers all round. Mogger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Luden stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge Vognir. You're needed. Wagwan. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Huh, we're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. World map. Drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also tap on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, tap the X at the bottom of the screen. Whoa, so it's quite a map. Blimey. So the Banner Saga 2 just came out, I believe, or it's just coming out. And I think it's a trilogy that's planned. So one of the things I have heard about this game actually is that the ending is very abrupt. It just sort of stops rather than ends, and the Banner Saga 2 obviously will just directly continue the story. Now I don't know whether the entire of this world map is featured in part 1 or whether this is a map for the whole trilogy. Either way, there's a lot going on here, and I'm not going to dawdle too long on looking at... I thought that said Skyrim. Skrymirstead. I'm not going to dawdle too long on looking at this. I was just wondering if it's a fantasy, if it's a a fictional world, or if it's based on actual Scandinavia. This could well be based on the geography of Sweden, or wherever. I mean, that does look a bit like southeastern Sweden, like around Stockholm, Gothenburg, but I don't really know enough about it. I've only been to Sweden once, and I would love to go back. Anyway, let's just see where we are in relation to... Okay, so there's Strand. We've come east towards Vedrfell, and we're going to Grofheim, which is a long way away. Right, okay. I guess we better get moving. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skrymirstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrymirstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. What a dick. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off too. Yeah, I'm pretty much with Vognir on this one. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedrfell if we're lucky. I guess that's going to be our next mission, Vedrfell. Camp. Camp is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp button on the travel HUD. Okay. While at camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. Right, okay, that's cool. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in a mock battle. Tap leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back on the road. Right, what I need to know is what happened to... What was the fella's name? The guy in the green who was the bodyguard. Began with a G. Anyway, due to my poor strategy in the previous episode, that guy unfortunately fell in battle, and I'm not sure whether the characters permanently die in this game or whether he can be revived or rested. Anyway, we can only do this for now. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight but have a penalty to max strength equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes. Oh, right, so, okay, so, yeah, it was Gunnulf. So he's been injured for 1 day, and we can rest him at the camp. That's good to know. I like that guy. I feel like he got unfairly destroyed in the previous battle. Click on a unit to view stats, promote ranks, and learn about abilities. Okay. So it looks like these guys can now be used in battle as well. So Hakon, Mogr, and Luden. Yes, he's rank 1. And he has an impale skill, which we can take. Bolden. Yeah, he has no points available because we haven't used him yet. Okay, what about... No, well, he was killed, wasn't he? Or rather, injured. So none of these guys have any upgrades yet. Which is cool. So let's rest Gunnulf. Oh, so we've passed a day. Right, so... It just seems to... Oh, okay, well, no, he's fine now. Right, okay, that's good. It's a simple mechanic. Which is good because this game is already starting to break my brain. Training we don't need to do. I feel like I know how to do combat. Oh, we've done heroes. We've done rest. I think we're ready to get on the road, guys. Leave.
Vedrfell. Even the name means bad weather, where frozen wind sweeps in from the bay. They tend livestock, but most are just men driven from Strand with nowhere else to go. Why else would anyone stay? We won't stop long.
Alright. There is a peasant. By Hadrborg, that's a lot of Val for some missing cattle. What? Couple days back, sent word to Strand about the cattle. Didn't expect an army. He looks pleased with himself, until it sinks in that you aren't here on his behalf. Where have your cattle gone? Wouldn't know. My boy's seen men up the hills carrying them away. Don't know many men who can hoist a whole cow by himself. Is he implying that the Varl are responsible? Skolfings out here, maybe? Could they have Varl working for them? Yeah, I could have been right about that. Not from what the governor told me. I'm going to take a look around and get camp set up. The peasant spits, his eyes anxiously darting about as the caravan sets up tents. We'll be here no more than a day. There's silver for any food you've got. For hundreds of Varl, are you serious? Whatever you're willing to sell. You thinking of squatting? Not enough room for a couple of hunters here. Forget hundreds of... Shut up! Hear that? Where's Luden? It's faint. Sounds like fighting and something else. Hakon takes off at a run. Uh-oh. I guess we're going to get to try out Hakon. Ooh, these guys look pretty bad. Are they Dredge? Oh, it's Luden. Right, okay. Okay, clicking any tile will automatically make a path, but you can also set waypoints. Click once to make a waypoint. Now select the next waypoint. This is often useful when you need to avoid certain tiles. Oh, I see, right, so you can map a path for the character to move. So rather than taking the quickest route, he will take the route that you dictate him to. Makes sense. Now confirm the move. Oh, it's Luden. Right. He looks like, what's that Disney film about King Arthur? Sword in the Stone. He looks like he's from Sword in the Stone. Which is cool, because I like that film. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2... Oh, sorry. Come on, brain. Spearmen can attack diagonally and up to 2 tiles away. Thanks, brain. Click the top right banner to compare your stats with the enemies. Aha. Now click the enemy to target. Alright, so we don't have to be adjacent to him if we're a spearman. We can be on the corners. It's good to know. Armour blocks attacks on strength. For each enemy armour higher than your strength, there is a 10% chance the attack will be deflected. Oh, I see. Right, okay, I'm starting to... Okay, right. That was what was going on in the previous battle when I missed that attack. Or rather, the attack was deflected. Notice the chance to hit shown above the attack button. Attack this enemy's strength. 50% chance. I'm gonna go balls deep then. No, alright. Deflected attacks do no damage. Good job, Luden. From here on out, you will fail catastrophically if you don't break armour. Damaging both strength and armour is equally important. Wow. Amateur hour. Right, it's time for these guys to sort things out. These guys are going to clean up. Here we go. Hakon. Let's get Hakon in there. Sundering impact. 100% chance to hit. +1 strength, +1 break to target. +1 break to heavy impact. Let's try that. Boom! Alright, okay, so that did equal damage to... Oh, right, that's quite a useful move if you want to weaken armour but also do some strength damage. Alright. Should we use willpower to get Mogr close enough? No, I'm going to just move him there. What does he have? Bring the pain! Break damage to target, +1 to return the favour. For 1 round. Return the favour, I guess, is a different move, probably? Nah, we'll find out. He has a mace, though, which is cool. Okay, these are Dredge. These weird demon-looking guys. Okay, Gunnulf's turn. What does he have? Oh yeah, he's Tempest. Right. Now, can we get... Alright, we can get close enough to attack, so I'm not going to waste Tempest. Oh, it does do a lot of damage. Normal strength damage to 2 adjacent enemies, starting from target and going clockwise. So it does do normal damage. There's no point using it. Let's just use a normal... No. Normal attack. For... Do we want to get the shield down, or do we want to just kill this fella? Well, we have a 100% chance, so... just do 1 damage, I guess. Okay. Right. Come on, Hakon. It's time. What does he have again? Sundering Impact. Yeah, that was good. We'll try that. Right. I feel like... Oh my god. Right. I think this game is going to be pretty hard, you guys. I'm not a very strategic person. I generally just go in and hope for the best. Let's continue wailing on this guy, I guess. Bring the pain! Break damage. Yeah, this isn't going brilliantly. Gunnulf. Right, let's try... no, we've got to focus on this fella, really. We've got to break him. Man, Gunnulf is just it's absolutely bullied in every single battle. He's going to get killed before he has another turn. Anyway, Hakon. Right, we've got to break. Oh no, we can do 4 damage. I don't understand why that is. Well, let's just do 4 strength damage. 6 strength damage. Boom! Right, see ya, Gunnulf. You suck. Mogger, we can do 1. We can do 2. What was his move again? Bring the pain, wasn't it? Break damage. No, let's just try and finish this guy with strength attacks. He's only got 3 left. My guys have good shields as well, and we can finish this guy. Right, okay. Whenever an enemy falls in battle, 1 willpower star is added to your horn. Using the horn will give 1 willpower to the active ally. So it's 1 horn for everyone. Give me the fucking horn. So using the horn will give 1 power to the... Oh right, okay, yes. Yeah, so we can fill up the horn. Give me the fucking horn. We can use the fucking horn to give 1 willpower star to whoever is currently active in the initiative order. Okay. And that's Morgan, who has 2. But Hakon has 0. So let's save the horn for Hakon. And we will use 4 damage to this fella. And then use this horn. Alrighty. Move him in for... What was that? That was damaging both, wasn't it? Let's see if we can do a normal attack. 7, 8. Right, we don't even need that 7. See ya, sucker! Okay, it's the pillage round. So we should be able to get this guy gone. 7 damage, 8 damage. Brutal. I don't understand what's powered these guys up, but I'm not complaining. I think it was just Gunnulf who was really crap. 11 damage. Suck it down. Victory! Okay. Your renown grows. Hakon is promoted or ready for promotion. Extra renown. Nice. You are trying to get yourself killed, Luden. What are you doing? I was trying to get a shot in between the plates. Well, you got yourself killed, mate. You never seen a dredge before, boy. What kind of idiot? Break their armor first. Where did they come from? We didn't even see them. They were just there. Hakon goes to where Vognir lies face down. The future Varl King lies motionless, aside from a spreading pool of blood. Vognir's dead. Oh dear. Chapter 2. Cut with keen-edged sword. Looks like we're going to be a different character now. Where did that thing come from? Shh, stay close. I think it saw us. Alrighty. I guess I am going to end it here. And next time, we will check out Rook and Alette and see what they're saying. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, all that jazz. It does really help me if you're enjoying these videos. And I will see you next time for more of the Banner Saga. Take care, everyone.